Thank you, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I am very glad that I was able to be here with you all today to hear all of your tributes for Congresswoman Slaughter. When I got the news, I started talking to people along the way in my district, and I said, you know, we lost a real nice lady. Didn't always agree with her, but she did politics the way it's supposed to be done, civil, polite, but strong in her beliefs. And so I appreciated hearing all the comments that were made here today. On to business. The right to try bill is I think, an important bill. It is a measured response to a legitimate demand from the American public that if you are dying or you have a condition which is going to severely limit your life expectancy, and you are not asking the government to pay for it, but you want to be involved in some experiment or some new test out there or new program out there that may very well solve your problem, that even if the odds are slim, that you ought to have that right to try. The bill is measured in that unlike our colleagues on the other side of the Capitol, where they just basically opened it up, we say there are certain tests. If you look at the bill on pages 2 and 3, it goes through a series of things that have to be met before somebody can use right to try. And then again, instead of having an open-ended definition of who those people might be on page 5, it goes into the term eligible illness. And I think that's important because some people, I think, have mistook what the bill is trying to do. And it says in line 10 of the bill, a stage of a disease, eligible illness means a stage of a disease or condition in which there is a reasonable likelihood that death will occur within a matter of months, or a disease or condition that would result in significant, irreversible morbidity that is likely to lead to severely premature death. And so you go through that situation. And so I recognize that, you know, the FDA was created to try to protect folks from charlatans and quacks and goofy things. If you're in that situation and you have the means, or you've got a company that's willing to provide you with means, and you've gone through these tests, and the tests include that you are informed of all the dangers, that you do it. We heard testimony on the floor of the House last week from Congressman Barton of Texas that his brother had faced this. They got him the experimental treatment. They told him it will shorten your life if it doesn't work. If it does work, it may lengthen it. Well, he was one that shortened his life. But Congressman Barton told us that he didn't regret it, that his brother didn't regret it, the family didn't regret it, because they took their shot. And that's what this bill does. It gives people the opportunity, without the government saying no, to be able, in those limited situations that I discussed earlier, to take their shot. And we had hearings on this in front of the committee. I was particularly taken by the testimony of Lieutenant Commander Matthew Bellina. He's been here several times. He suffers from ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. He graduated from Virginia Tech and their Army Corps there, or their Corps of Cadets, excuse me, and went on to serve the United States before being diagnosed. Virginia Tech is in my district, so even though he didn't live in my district and does not live there now, he certainly had ties to the district. And he concluded his opening statement to the committee with these thoughts, and I tender these to you for your consideration. I know that it is probably too late for me, and I have made my peace with that. I need to know before I die that if my children find themselves in this unenviable position, that this nation that I proudly served will respect their liberties and their right to make their own decisions about their medical treatments. That's the bill, Mr. Chairman. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Powerful. Sir, thank you. The gentleman from New Jersey, distinguished gentleman from the Energy and Commerce.